Howdy y'all, I'm Slack and welcome to what should actually be the final episode of me running around fighting this guy. Playing the Platinum demo of Final Fantasy. He's really fast. He's going to beat me. But anyway, so this should finally be the final battle. And I think in nighttime in the rain is a pretty good time to be the final battle. But yeah, I don't think I can switch weapons oh, I can switch weapons while I'm up here. But then I lose. Do I lose that? No, hold on. Okay. Try this again. Okay, yeah, I can't do the warp points with that weapon. So, but can I switch weapons? Okay, yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up all the way up here. Hopefully this guy's following us. Okay, we're not gonna go that way up there because we're dumb. We're gonna fall down. Okay, now we're gonna go all the way up here. Keep going. We get to the very top. Okay, and then we're gonna switch weapons. We're gonna lock on. Oh, but I can't warp. I don't think I can warp strike. Let's see. I can. Cool. Okay. So there we go. We do all that damage, and now we can do this stuff and really just own them and everything, and beat the tar out of them. Be like, hey, you got tar in you? Not anymore. And then we can get hurt. Aha! Then we can die. Then we get hurt. Then we can get hurt a lot. Oh, okay. And then we can warp over here and get our HP start to restore. I want to do that. Oh, I can do this thing again. Okay, watch it. It's really cool when I do this there. We're going to defeat him this way. Farewell, Iron Giant. You are dead, and with it you take my adulthood. But yeah, this will be, this is the end of the level. I'm not going to... And it ended with daybreak. Ah, so poetic. So I'm not gonna fight him again. That was what I wanted to show, was the warp thing. It was really cool. I showed that to my friend. I figured it out while I was playing with him that we could do that. And he was like, "Oh, cool, give it to me." And he took the controller back, and I didn't get to play it. So like when I got my PS4, I was like, I'm playing the stupid demo all the way through. So I did it once. And now I've done it twice. All right, so here we are at the end. Step on the awakening plate and proceed to the ending. The answer is yes. Now it's night. Now it's day. And no, it was morning. Now it's day. Oh, okay. And see, like I said, there's different cars apparently. Hey, that's your dad's car, isn't it? No, I get it. This is your safe place. His somewhat Dodge Charger. You can always be with your dad when you're riding in this car. Not if his dad's not in the car. That's how cars work. Oh, give him a scratchy by the ears. Everyone's waiting for you except for me.
See you.
You bet. Now when you go, I don't have a voice actor. I just go meow. I'll just be here. I'll just wait for you to come back.
Wait. I remember your name now.
It was douchebag. No, not really. I'm gonna keep him Carbuncle. I always keep him Carbuncle because you know. Yes, we will use the name Carbuncle. I had this feeling that when we I'm not gonna there's a demo or like a trailer after this that like plays that just shows you what could happen in the game and stuff like that. I'm not gonna play through that. I know that there is a I'm pretty sure what's gonna happen is when you actually get the game that you're gonna get Carbuncle for playing through the demo, and that they'll keep the name from him, because otherwise why else would you name him at the very end of the thing, you know? And of course, like the Final Fantasy thing, you could always name your summons for a while, at least you could. So I'm like, why would they have you name them here and not have it be anything later on, you know? I mean, it just seems like that'd be silly. But I don't know. I mean, it may not be that way. That's just my personal thoughts on it. But yeah, I'm actually pretty fond of the game so far, of the demo. I'm pretty interested to see what happens with the different stuff. I like the idea of it. I know that this started out being Final Fantasy 15. Or no, I mean, not 15. It is Final Fantasy 15. It started out being part of the Final Fantasy 13, and it was Versus, which was going to be this big cool thing that never became anything. And I'm okay with that, really. I'm sure they pretty much retooled it from the ground up since they moved it to the new generation. And I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's going to be kind of cool. I look forward to Square Enix like bringing good games back again and like being who they used to be. I think that they'll do really well at that, and that it's going to be pretty neat, and we're going to really actually see, you know, really actually see some good games from. I hope, with the Final Fantasy VII remake and this game, Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out. I'm really hoping that a lot of the games end up becoming pretty cool, and that we get like the Square Enix we used to have, which I know I sound old when I say that. But, they've mostly been publishing games nowadays and haven't really released that many of their own. At least not that many just interest me. So it'd be nice to see them actually do that. But I'm really looking forward to the new Final Fantasy. I hope that it's good. I hope that I like it. I don't know for sure if I will or not. It may end up being another hallway simulator like 13 was, which I hope not, And I do actually plan on one day eventually going back and beating 13 and maybe even playing 12 just to get the feel of it, But they already shown like chocobo riding and stuff like that. And I think that's going to be cool, and I just think it's going to be. It looks like it's going to be a good Final Fantasy game, and I really hope that it is. People talk about nostalgia and being trapped by it, but that nostalgia exists for a reason. I mean, it exists because we enjoyed it. And it's not just looking back at it saying, "Oh yeah, it was really fun because we were kids." Because there are things that you go back and you play and you're like, wow, I was so young and that seemed so fun then, and it was actually kind of boring and terrible and crap. And you realize that when you play it again. But a lot of things like the Final Fantasy games, you go back and you're like, these were really fun even back then. Like even back then these were awesome, and I can't wait to play them again. And play new versions of them and everything. And I would like to see that nostalgia, that feeling return, because it does ever so often. Certain games bring it back, and not necessarily a Square Enix game, but just any really good game can bring back those feelings of being a kid and playing through games. I've played since the NES days, and I skipped over some of the generations of games. Like I didn't have an SNES, or Genesis, but I've always played through the games that I've been able to play through, and everything, and I've always been able to enjoy doing that and having fun, and it's always been like a good experience. And something that I've been able to really and truthfully enjoy, and had that feeling of something magical happening. Like I had it with the Dreamcast. Playing Skies of Arcadia was one of the games that brought that feeling of just something special. The PlayStation Final Fantasies, they did that. Legend of Dragoon, different games. Red Dead Redemption did it on the PS3. Shadow of the Colossus. Just those games that are something special that you want to hold on to, that you want to remember, and that you even think of like, hey, if I ever have kids, or just if I ever meet like a young gamer, I want to be like, hey, you need to play these games because they're not just games, they're experiences. And and people think, oh, this is just video games, or there's this whole new medium, and they're like interactive books almost sometimes, and you'll carry those experiences with you, I believe, throughout the rest of your lives, maybe even more so than books or movies or TV shows, simply because of the fact that it's like you're playing through them and you're making those decisions. You're involved in these choices. In some ways, sometimes you're literally involved in the decision making. Like in Mass Effect, you're literally a part of the decision making. And you're able to say, okay, this is the way I want this to go, and this is what my world was like. This is the world that I created, And I mean, with MMOs, you feel a part of that world. You can actually literally live out that world. And it's just like, I think these experiences are something that we will have that are unique to our generation, obviously it'll continue if the games continue being made and everything continues, that sort of experience, everyone will have it, but we're the first to truly experience it, It's, it started with like, the old games like the Atari and stuff, those were interesting, but the real experiences, I think, started around the NES era and just kept on going from there and got more and more immersive and became more and more something special. And actual experiences, even though they were all digital, that we had in our lives, and we're going to be the first generation to have that, where before, everyone was always like books or movies or TV shows. We had this new interactive medium that we're going to hold on to until probably, until we're on our deathbed, and to me, that's just really cool and really special. And it means something, and I hope that more people see that and realize that with this medium, and they don't just try to make like cash grabs or short games. I hope that they see that like through video games, your dreams and your ideas can be realized in ways that you can't do with books or movies. The worlds that you want to create don't just exist, they live and breathe, and you can make it where they can grow. And as technology continues to improve, and everything, and progress continues to happen, you'll have all these things, that you want to see, that you can actually see made out. I mean, imagine like a VR, the Vive, and whatever the other one is, I can't think of it right now. You know, as they become more immersive and they become better, and you eventually can actually, you know, go into the world and live in it like you're in an actual world. You know, I mean, the way that you can change the experience, I think you could change lives. You could help people through depression, through all kinds of problems. I don't know. I mean, I'm just rambling here. I wanted the video to be longer than it was, and it was a pretty long video, and it's been 10 minutes now, so I'm gonna shut up. But I hope you enjoyed watching me play through this series. That was pretty fun. That was I enjoyed it, and like I said, I'm looking forward to the next game. But the actual game, the next game. But I guess it actually is going to be the next game, because this is going to be a contained thing. The movie is a contained thing. They all take place as part of the story, but they're all their own thing. You're not playing through the movie and the game, and you're not playing through the demo. You're not playing through the game and the demo, you know, I mean, so they're all kind of, this is technically its own game. So I enjoyed it and everything, and I hope you all did, and that was the Platinum demo from Final Fantasy. And leave a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to watch more of me ramble on about video games and do whatever it is I'm going to be doing. And I hope you enjoyed it, and make sure and leave comments, say hi, call me terrible, whatever you want to do, just say hi, and I'll respond as best I can. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see y'all on the next video, whatever it ends up being. Farewell! Oh. It's only a mere taste of what's to come. There was more. Anyway, it's just that the next is the demo, so I'm not going to show that. So, or the video, so farewell.